Hi there, my name is Dr. Dalton. It's good to meet you. You must be subject 275. Well, I'm sure you do have a name. Please don't tell me what it is. Our higher-ups prefer that we don't know the names of our subjects. Well, yeah, it's kind of like when you have a pet that's not really a pet. It's like a farm animal and you shouldn't name it so that you don't love it. Yeah, that's like that. I see that you spoke to our agent and you know about the payment agreement. Each successful completion is $100. We can stop whenever you want to stop. I'm going to need to begin by cleaning your ears. All of our experiments are ear related and we need to start with a very clean palate. I'll also be measuring them to make sure that my devices will fit properly around the ear. Those are also paid. So just for the beginning part you get paid, so it's a pretty sweet gig. Your restraints are comfortable? Okay, and they're not usually needed, but you know, IUI invests a lot in their doctors, and in case one of the inventions goes a little awry, we don't want subjects lashing out. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Alright, well I'm going to start by taking some measurements, I think, and then we'll get into the ear cleaning right after that. And then my first invention is, it's a real doozy. So let me grab my gloves. Yeah, I'm not a medical doctor per se. I've done a lot of medical stuff, but I am a doctor. I have a degree. You're in good hands, I promise. So, let me just go about getting some measurements here on your left ear. And I'm going to be measuring pretty much every little part of this because one of the inventions that I will be using today, it fits over your ear, but it needs to fit perfectly to work. Yeah, that'll actually be our first one that we do. It rapidly grows the cilia inside your ears. Oh, okay, well, I don't know if you saw our motto, but here at IUI, we don't ask questions like, why would you invent that? Or how much does it cost to invent that? Or would that invention make God cry if he was watching? Those, you know, the only question we ask is, can we? And the answer is usually yes. Okay, so I have several prototypes built of the Ciliator. And we need to know which one's going to fit. Well, I see that you have a rather large lobe. That's going to make some of the prototypes be a little iffy. Well, it's not our official name. It's actually supposed to be the Institute of Unusual Inventions, but some of our haters call us IUI Institute of Unnecessary Inventions. It's rude. They might be necessary someday. Imagine if you needed to, like, farm up some cilia really quick. Seems to me the Ciliator would be a very necessary invention. Your ear is filthy. No offense. I can take care of it. Don't worry about it. I've got like 0.2 on the upper time. Okay. For your left side, it's starting to look like prototype F is going to be the one. It's 0.3. Maybe not F. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be F or L is my guess. Well, it needs to fit perfectly because we found that when air escapes or any dust particles in the air get in, it doesn't function properly. Okay. Yes. Alright. We're going to use F on left. And then we are going to see what we need for this side. As I said, it has to be absolutely perfect fit, so we will probably use a different prototype model for this side. Yeah, you're a little bit substantially smaller on this side. And the ear canal, I'm noticing, is either wider or has less wax in it. It's not as important for the ear canal for this particular one. This goes on the outside of the ear, creates a kind of a suction and stimulates hair growth with a barrage of electromagnetism and some other patented secret stuff. It's it's real exciting. Okay. This one's looking like a D to me, probably. Can't be totally sure. We might try a couple different ones. The failure with this particular one is just that it does nothing, which, if we have to use multiple prototypes, by the way, you get an extra $100 every prototype we use. That's a successful completion. It does, I mean, the results don't have to be successful. You just have to successfully make it through. That's 0.2 on this side. That's weird. It's a pretty massive difference. Let's see. It's very kind of you to ask. You're so inquisitive. I have invented one thing here. I'm more of a proctor for the tests. I'm aware of the way that everybody else's inventions work, but I'm really trying to break into the inventing field. I mean, that's where the excitement is. Not that I don't love working with patients like you, subjects like you, people like you, people. That's definitely confidential information, but just because I'm not telling you what it is doesn't mean it's bad. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's real different. It's starting to look more like a G. Yeah. We're gonna go G with that one. One more measurement to make sure it's not a M. If we get that right on the outside of this right here. You know, the G might not work, and then we're going to cleaning your ears. Oh, I do this a lot. I have to start by cleaning everybody's ears. Let me grab my better pick. Yeah, even people who don't have anything going on in their ears, they still need to clean. Well, because the first invention that we're going to use is the Ciliator, and it is inhibited by excess wax. Sometimes the cilia have trouble pushing through the pores to grow if there's impacted wax, or even just a little bit of wax. So we always start with a fresh ear cleaning. Yeah, well, if you ever want to come back, earn some more money, we'll always start with an ear cleaning, even if you were here yesterday. Well, I'm glad you have a lot of questions. I love that about subjects. But the thing is, I can't answer questions. All of the information here is proprietary. In fact, at some point, I'm probably going to blindfold you for one of our inventions because it has not yet been encased in something that makes it more difficult to discern. We've had people come in here. We've had people who come in to be subject of freaking 123, subject 92, and I think it was 20. All three of them were spies from another freaking Institute of Inventions. And they were trying to take our ideas. So it is protocol that we blindfold subjects now for ones that are too easy to discern by looking at them. Well, my pick has like a little microphone, that would be silly, camera on the end of it, and then has a little screen to view at the top of the handle, so it is easy peasy. Don't need an otoscope. No. Well, I'm not supposed to tell you, okay? But because I like to put my subjects at ease, no, the restraints have never been necessary. Well, except for that one time. That was an invention we no longer test on subjects anymore. It turned him into a half bear, and he was an angry bear. So the restraints protocol did. So don't worry, he's not a bear anymore. He's dead. We had to kill him because he was going to kill one of our doctors. Chill. He signed a waiver. No, I'm messing with you. You are easy. Turned him into a bear. Come on. We do ear stuff. Oh, gee, a little. Well, I tend to make friends with my subjects. That's why they don't let me know their names anymore. You seem fun. Yeah, that's probably information I can give you. I've been working here for about 10 years. Yeah, I came here out of college, right after I finished my doctorate. And I'm really looking to get to be one of the inventors. It's what I really want to do. But right now, you know, just as a proctor, it's been really fun. I get to hand over, you know, giant checks to people for barely any work. And it usually makes their day. And they generally don't leave with any negative side effects, usually. I don't know, it's a good job. Sometimes a girl can dream, you know, that she could be one of those flashy inventors, like Dr. Morris. Oh my god, she's a rock star. Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But they have me doing long hours with the proctoring, and you know, it is what it is. But I love my job. It's great. Yeah, we're about done. Yeah, then we can get on to the fun part. Okay, great. I'm gonna go to the room that we store the prototypes in. I'll be right back. You sit tight, and I hope not too tight with those restraints. Okay. Got 3 different prototypes for each year. At this point, I am going to need to blindfold you. I hope that's not weird and uncomfortable for you. Give me just a second to grab our blindfold. Okay. Well, we like to keep these pretty secret, and I don't want you to be able to see them, so give me just a second. I'm just gonna get this blindfold right over. Okay, you good? You comfortable? Okay. We just don't want you to see the prototypes. You know, if you're relatively smart, you can see what we've done with them. So, we're going to start with your left ear. We're going to try, what did I write down? F? Okay. I'm going to put this over. You're going to feel a little bit of pressure on your ear. And you're going to hear tapping sounds. And you might feel hair growth, but probably not. So, here we go. It sometimes takes a little bit of time. But that one does not appear to be working, so let's try P on this ear. just going to gently put this over your ear. You'll feel slight suction and pressure. You still comfortable? My readings are telling me that this one is not working either. Hey, it's another $100 for you. But we're gonna give it a minute, okay? Disappointing. Alright, well, one more time here. We'll see if A works. Dr. Karras is going to be so excited. Well, the taps are... Oh, you tricky little devil. I was about to tell you something about the invention. You're not getting paid to know anything, okay? You're getting paid to sit there in your restraints and ideally smile. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You just grew an absolute forest. A forest of cilia. Huh. Well, let's give this other side a go. Well, because of the way the left and right work, you need different amounts of energy to make them work. And because we want to utilize both ears, we like to experiment on both. We pretty much do all of our experiments on both sides to make sure, you know, to rule out false positives, those kinds of things. This one appears to be working slightly, but I think we're going to go ahead and give C a try. Yes, hold on, let me write a couple of results down here. That A worked on your left ear. And just in case you come back and we want to do a second test, A worked on left ear. C worked a little bit on your right ear. But we're going to go ahead and give this one a try. Should have gone with this one to start. But hey, probably the easiest $500 you ever made, right? rousing success. Okay, let me put away these devices. And I can unblindfold you now. Sorry about that. We take secrecy very seriously here. Okay, successful completion. However, now we have a problem that your ears are full of hair, which I'm going to need to take care of. Yeah, you get paid $100 for this too. I'll make sure that the agent knows. Yeah. I'm just going to trim all of this hair out. I'm going to have to get really deep in there. Yeah, it's going to get in the way of the next experiment. The next one is pretty freaking cool. It's a... well, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but the result is that you are going to have a sensation in your nose. That's right, from your ears to your nose. Where you smell oranges all the time. Yeah. It fades after about about an hour of not having the device near your ears. Ugh, well, that's a lot of hair. Yeah, it'll go away. And I'm sorry if you don't like oranges, but I mean, who doesn't like the smell of oranges? It's fresh, it's citrusy, it's wakes you up in the morning, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I'll get the janitor to sweep all this up. That's a lot of hair, though. Ugh. Hey, I told you. We don't ask why, okay? Someday, somebody's gonna need a mountain of ear hair, and IUI is gonna be there. And everyone's gonna be like, I can't believe we made fun of you guys. You're so useful and brilliant. And I'm gonna be on the front lines, selling my amazing inventions. Okay, that might be the best we can do with this one. Yeah. Oh, that's just the giant guinea pig. Yeah. Well, so sometimes we have experiments that we can't use humans for. We need to use guinea pigs. And sometimes those guinea pigs, they just aren't big enough. So Kenneth, one of our brilliant inventors, who I have been on a date with before, just FYI, he's brilliant. He invented a growth serum for guinea pigs. Guinea pig's name is George, and he survived a lot of experiments. Real proud of him. Ugh, it's everywhere. Here's my question. Why is all your ear hair white? It doesn't match your regular hair. Yeah, it's weird. I'll have to ask the doctor about that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost done. It's gonna be perfect. Sorry, you've kind of got your hair just everywhere now. Okay. Next one you don't have to close your eyes for. It's fully encased in plastic. So... Alright. I'm going to start with this ear. I need to make sure it works in both ears. And I need you to tell me when you start smelling the oranges. We'll measure how long it takes, how strong the thing is. Oh, wait. Successfully removed ear hair. So what I'm doing with this, not that you need to know, is I'm essentially rubbing this rougher bit in your ear. And it's going to... Oh, you got me talking again. This is proprietary information. It's so genius, I just want to share it with everybody. I'll just tell you a little bit. It sends these little particles, so it's like a rough... that gives you tiny micro abrasions all along your ear. And inside those micro abrasions, a chemical gets distributed that then travels into your eustachian tubes and... Oh, I gotta stop there. Oh, I gotta stop there. You ask a lot of questions. I like you. But what generally happens is it takes a little while because you need enough micro abrasions to get enough of the chemical, the proprietary chemical, you smell anything yet? No? Let me go around the outside of it a little bit. I mean, does it hurt at all? Oh, good. I didn't hear abrasions, you think. Brave. Brave to do all these tests. Oh, yeah? Lemon? No. You just don't know what an orange freaking smells like. There's no way you smell lemon. Probably just confusing your citrus fruits. How strong is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is it? Okay, that's when we stop. Awesome. Got this freaking ear hair everywhere. Alright. I'm going to give you a serum really quickly. It's going to remove all of the chemical from those micro abrasions. Okay? We're just going to put it in your ear here. Rub it all around. And you should not smell the orange anymore. Or the lemon. Great. Okay. Because if you already smelled it, it wouldn't work. I mean, if you want, I can give you the, serum again. I mean, why not? It's just incredibly, in small supply. So we like to be sparing with it, but whatever. We don't ask how much things cost. How's it going? How you feeling? Just currently abrading the inside of the lobe here. actually like two things put together. So to make the chemical happen, we need to combine two chemicals because they're a little volatile alone. We don't want them to be sitting alone in a container. So I use two implements here covered in plastic to hide them from your prying eyes. Oh my god, you're doing it again. Stop asking me questions. We're getting in trouble. I just love talking about the inventions. You're a tricky one. Yeah, you smell it? It's not lemon, is it? Okay. Scale of 1 to 10. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I want you to have like full-blown orange up the nose vibe. Okay, perfect. Those were excellent results. You were fast, very fast. I don't know if that means it was good, but let Dr. Leonard know about that one. Sometimes people want to smell orange things. Maybe there's a bad smell around, right? Maybe you live in a place where people poop everywhere. And then you can just rub this stuff on your ear and just smell orange. It's a good invention. Senior downer over here. Okay. Alright. Just get a little serum going. Rub it around. Excellent. If my calculations are correct, which they definitely are, you're up to $800. It's only been like half an hour. Okay, I think we're going to end today with a serum. This serum is actually supposed to increase your hearing ability for a extended period of time. The extended period of time is like 5 hours, and it's not a huge change, but it particularly hones in on higher frequencies. And well, I think you signed something that said you weren't allowed to ask us about the side effects. So this serum needs to be worked into your ear pretty strongly. So I'm going to swish it around a lot. And then I'm going to rub it into your ear afterward. Just in and out of the canal here. Well, you should be able to, because we actually have a high frequency sound going as a test. So as soon as you hear a sound that goes goip, 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 you'll know. Well, I'm not supposed to tell you. But any side effects that you do get from this serum, rest assured. Ooh, it's all over. Rest assured that we cover you. You're not going to need to worry about it. I can't really go into more details. We don't really like to discuss things before they happen. Just gonna get this rubbed into your ear. you hear it? Sweet. Let me shut it off. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn it back on for the other one. Okay. Next side. What are we up to? Oh, I totally forgot to count the ear cleaning part. Per ear. I guess I was wrong in my calculations. Oh yeah, George is wandering around. We just let him out. He likes to roam. How you doing? Hearing anything yet? Alright, I'm gonna just rub that in. What? You can feel something in your other ear? Oh. Can we remember how we talked about the side effects? Yeah, let's stop it. Let's stop that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to talk to Belinda. Give me 1 second. Oh gosh. Yeah, it happened again. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll offer them the voucher. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. So, it's your lucky day. It's your super lucky day. So there's a bunch of wax in your ear right now, and I already cleaned it, so that's unusual, right? So the serum side effects has been known to permanently increase cerumen production, which means you are going to have clogged ears fairly frequently. Yeah, let me grab you a voucher real quick. Yeah, we like to give vouchers for this. You know, I'm so skilled at ear cleaning that, you know, I just take care of your ears for you once a week. Oh, it's happening to the other one, isn't it? Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, I have here a voucher. We will be giving you free ear cleanings for an indeterminate amount of time until we invent the thing that fixes this problem. So, signed by me, your doctor, Dr. Dalton. And I will personally see to making sure this doesn't negatively impact your life. So if you just want to come back every time this is a problem, let me clean it out really quickly. Well, so we had a couple other patients with this issue. It's a really big glob. It's pretty easy to get out. And then just a little extra. Oh, sorry, kicked your chair. Let me loosen the restraints for you really quick. You don't need those. Yeah. Don't worry, I got it. It mostly comes in big globs. Yeah, it tends to come in once every week or two, and it's a pretty quick procedure. And hey, extra added bonus, every time you come, we can test new experiments on you and you can get more money. Doesn't that sound like a great idea? I thought so. Okay, let me just get this out here. Just one big old wax. There we go. And then I'll just go around in there with the brush, get the extra, because it just grows in. It's like pretty easy to get out. So if you take too long to come in, you know, it's going to take a little longer. So that free voucher, you hold on to that. We'll punch it for you. I mean, it's unlimited, but Dr. Jason is pretty close to finding a solution to this, so maybe it's not going to be a problem for very long. So why don't you come in next week and I'll take care of it, and maybe we can test another invention on you for $100. You're such a good sport. Okay, well, maybe I'll see you next week then. Bye. Oh my gosh, 275. It's so good to see you. I didn't know you'd be back so soon. Oh yeah. Having a little trouble hearing. Hey, we got that for you. I can clean it out. We have some new cleaning techniques that we've been trying out on some of the people who are in your situation, and I think that they're really gonna work. You know, we won't know if it is a permanent solution until, you know, you don't have any problems for a while. But if you'd like, not only could I clean your ears, but you could get some money in the process. Such a good sport. Hey, I won't even put you in the restraints this time. Okay, well, firstly, I'm going to take a look-see in there. Okay. Yep, it's not nearly as bad. So like usually when we first apply the serum, it's like just boom, giant glob of wax, and we gotta get it out. This is just a little abnormal growth. It is impacted a little on your eardrum, but it's not gonna be a problem. Let's take a look at this one. Same thing going on, a little impaction, but again, not like completely clogged like the last time I saw you. Hey, your ears look really good though, otherwise. No extra cilia growth, no smelling oranges or lemons. Excellent. So this was like really your only side effect. That's really good. Normal. It's really normal. Yeah, let me get in there. So, proprietary. Again, I can't tell you exactly. But we have this new, we call it the Stickerator, but that's not an indication of what it is. It attracts the wax, supposedly. But I can't tell you any more than that. So I'm just going to go into here. We'll start with righty over here. I'm just going to get that in there. Yeah. So how you been? 275? Hey, that's good to know. I have heard that reported, actually. Some people who get the serum, even though they have wax issues, they say somehow their luck's just turned around, which we're actually discovering, well, not discovering, but we're researching whether or not that is a thing we can do as advertised. IUI has had some really positive side effects turn into actual effects that we get to advertise them as. One time, we had this invention that made people's arms grow scales, like cool dragon scales. But one of the side effects was also they could freaking breathe fire. We didn't know that. It's called the dragon pill. I know it's not very creative, but, you know, if I had invented it, I would have given it something really rad. Like, I don't know, Smog's blessing or something. So this is doing a great job of attracting your wax. I think Dr. Morrison's going to be really happy. The doctor. Okay. Let's attract some wax on the other side. Cleaning should only take a little bit. So I'm hoping that we can do another experiment. You can get paid. We are very generous here at IUI with our payment policy. However, because this was a free voucher for lifetime ear cleanings until we find a cure, we will not be paying you for the actual ear cleaning. So it's successful. I know that we're testing another invention on you, but if it is successful in cleaning your ear, you will not be getting payment. But any other that are unsuccessful, you do get payment. And any other experiments you choose to have done to your ears, or if we ever branch out, other parts of your body, your brain, your psyche, your soul, you get paid $100 for it. And we do keep up with the times. We're gonna up it in the next 2 years to $150. And with you coming in here to get your ears clean like once a week or something, this could be your job. You could just quit your job and be a guinea pig, just like George. Looking good, looking good. Let's take a quick gander again. Just want to make sure I got everything. Not quite. Just get in there with this. Gotta make sure we have a nice fresh palette for our next experiment. The one that's in testing today is pretty fun. I think you'll really like it. it is ear-based again. This time it's going to affect your sense of taste. So, you know how taste buds... Oh, here I go again. Oh, I'm sure this part's not perfect for me. You should know how taste buds can only really taste 5 sensations, right? Or 5 flavors. Salt, sweet, bitter, sour, and umami. It doesn't really taste the nuances. That's your nose's job. But what? What if it didn't need the nose for that anymore? What if we made it so your taste buds could taste all of the sensations that your nose could smell? It's a good invention, right? Well, what about when you get colds? You don't really enjoy food anymore because you can't taste the nuances. So, what we're going to do is we're going to plug up your nose with a little, like, swimming nose plug. That looks great. And then we're going to use the device. It is, again, probably something I'm going to have to blindfold you for. Also, because we're going to be using foods that would be really easy to discern if you saw them, but they're not easy to discern without your sense of smell. Like, you'll get to know like what the ingredients are by the texture of them. Like, say we give you like a taco. That's, you can taste the texture of that, but you wouldn't know like the spices it was flavored with. So we want you to be like, well, I can taste cumin in here and coriander and that kind of thing. But a taco's not one of the answers, so don't bother with that. So yeah, we'll blindfold you, and that, you know, it doubles as security just in case. You know, at this point, I'm pretty sure that you're not a spy, 275. You're not my friend. You're my subject, but my very cool subject that I'm friendly with. Right? We're friendly. Okay. I'm very fast at it. But the attractor did seem to work. Let me take a note of that really quickly. Attracted perfectly. Well, not perfectly. 75% it was about 25%. We might be able to use that one next time. If you need to come in next time. But, okay. Let me just get this going. Alright. This device is needed to, it's not going to abrade like the last one we did, but it's going to be pressure on all of your ears. So I need you to be prepared for that. It shouldn't hurt. And I am going to blindfold you. There you go. Comfy? Come on. Oh, the blindfold doesn't want to stay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we'll do the test after. We apply pressure to every part of your ear. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. This requires a lot of precision and delicacy that I need to concentrate on. What we're doing is we're just going around every part of your ear, applying the exact same amount of pressure. The device is... Oh my god, you got me talking again. Sorry, no. I can't tell you what it does. Kenneth would kill me. Did you get your voucher punched by Belinda at the door? Cool. And like I said, it doesn't really matter. We just kind of like to have a way for you to keep track of how many times you've come in to have it done. Well, we're not paying per ear for this one. Because it actually requires both ears to get a positive result. So, yeah, it's not like one ear and then you can taste the rainbow. Speaking of which, we're gonna do a Skittle test. So you'll know it's a Skittle. But usually if you have a cold and you eat Skittles, you have no idea which Skittle you're eating, right? They all taste just like sugar, sweet, and maybe a tiny bit of sour. But you should be able to discern an orange from a lime. Although, in the past you haven't been able to discern a lemon from an orange, so I'm not sure about your abilities, but we're also going to just do another food test with something simple. Something that would be difficult to discern without your sense of smell. Yeah, I've got oh yeah, I had a patient in here, a subject in here from before you. I probably should have changed my gloves, huh? I can't tell if I've gotten this side yet. Yeah, it makes me sweaty. Honestly, this work is tiring. Yep. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this side. I think I got it on everywhere. So, next side. Sitting pretty comfortable. Excellent. Alright, 275. I'm gonna need you to stop asking questions. You know I want to tell you. Well, I don't know. It depends. We do have a non-disclosure, like, you do sign a non-disclosure. You signed one when you first came. That is binding, just so you know, but it doesn't cover it enough. I could maybe talk to Belinda about... Sorry, kicked your chair. Talk to Belinda about maybe drafting an NDA that's more inclusive. I mean, especially if you want to be one of our star subjects. It's a program we're thinking about starting. Oh yeah, I can tell you all about star subjects. So, we like to have repeat subjects, even though we want to have a large test group. We come up with so many inventions that we like to have subjects that we know aren't going to disclose information, that we know aren't spies, that don't mind our protocols. It's kind of hard to find honestly, being a star subject is kind of like having a job. We'd probably end up paying you enough that you could just... You could just be a guinea pig for the rest of your life. Yeah. No, I know. I hear you. I can't tell you. Yeah, I'll talk to Belinda, okay? It might be nice for you to have a better idea of what's happening. You know, I don't like keeping you in the dark. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, we could probably dispense with the blindfold too. Okay. I don't think I got this part right here. Well, it's kind of... I'm sorry, 275. I'm really sorry. Why don't we talk about something else? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Wait. Don't tell me about yourself. Tell me things that won't endear me to you about yourself. What's the worst crime you've ever committed? Oh. Wow. I'm just kind of impressed. Tell me something you're embarrassed of. Tell me about that. That's not embarrassing. Your crime's more embarrassing than that. Okay. Honestly, that just makes me like you more. I know, I'm not a proctor who's particularly good at keeping my distance. But I am very good at being objective, so even if I like you, I'm still willing to experiment on you with potentially dangerous inventions. Let me put this away. Alright, we're leaving the blindfold on for just a moment. I'm going to grab a bag of Skittles here. Okay. I'll just pop one in your mouth. Alright, give it a good chew. What flavor is it? Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. I'm gonna give you that one. Pop that in your mouth. Give it a good chew. Oh my god. Yes, I did. I gave you lime twice in a row because I wanted to fool you. I think it works. Okay. Here you go. What flavor is that one? You really know your Skittles. Yeah, I snuck a couple wild berry ones in there. Pop this one in. Right again. Well, hold on a second, I gotta write this down. Okay, one more test here. Well, two. This is all one test. I would like to remind you, payment-wise. Okay. Open up. Pop this in. Give it a chew and tell me what it is. Parsley, perfect. Well, you see, green things, they all have the same texture. But some of them have very unique flavors. But you can't, well, you know, smells. You can't smell it. But you can now. Okay. I'm going to pop one more thing in. Okay. Basil. Awesome. Okay, you also know your herbs. Alright, let me just take this off for you. That one works great. Let me take some notes. Okay. You still have your voucher, right? Excellent. I mean, we remember you. We have you written down. But it's just easier if you have the voucher. Okay, I'm going to do just a quick inspection on your ears before I let you go. See if there's been any more wax growth in just the time that we've been together here. And I just want to do a really thorough inspection, just to double check to make sure that there haven't been negative or positive side effects of some of the experiments that we've started to do. There's George pacing again. He gets restless this time of day. It's close to dinner. Well, you have been so agreeable. I will talk to Belinda about getting you on the program to be a star subject. I'm telling you, it's a really sweet deal. And I personally genuinely wouldn't mind working with you more. You've been so fun, and you know, some of my subjects get angry at me and call our invention stupid. I mean, and you've ribbed me a little bit, but I feel like it's all good fun. I think so. I'm not sure. This one I'm a little concerned about. I'm not concerned. I'm not really concerned. Just kind of rapid wax growth. So I'll just go there, clean it up so that you're fresh and ready. I know it sounds like we've kind of changed the payment deal a little bit, but I will fight for you to get what you need, okay? Talk to payroll. Well, payroll doesn't really know. I guess it would be more like, maybe it would be Belinda. You've been so collaborative. I'd love to see you get to make this your full-time job. Well, next week, Dr. Morrison is a new invention that I'm really excited to try. It's a per ear invention, so you get 200. Yeah, you can come back next week. We can give it a try. I can't tell you much more than that. We're just in the beginning stages of testing, but he's pretty sure that in the next couple of days we're going to release it to human subjects. George has really gotten a lot out of it. It's been good for George. Yeah, I'm just getting the rest of the wax out. Okay. Doing so good. 275. I almost want to know your real name. Well, you are an absolute pleasure to have around. Well, looks like you still got a little cilia around your ear. I guess you didn't wash or something, or I mean, did it grow back? Oh, okay, good. That doesn't usually happen. But you do, you know what? Okay, I know I'm not supposed to do this. Here's my personal number. Yeah, take that. You let me know personally if you have any side effects, and I can talk to you about it outside of the institute if you need. I don't know, anything for my new bestie. Okay, well, I'll see you next week, maybe? Okay, see you then. Okay. Who do we have here? Hey, 275. One second. Hey, Belinda? Yeah. I thought I was into... Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I promise. Okay, great. Thanks, Belinda. Bye. Okay. 275. It's good to see you again. I'm guessing you're here for your ear cleaning? It was my real number. Okay, no, I wasn't screwing with you. It just, apparently Belinda has started monitoring my tests to keep me from making friends with people, and she found out I gave you my number, and I had to change my number. Yeah, sorry about that. We're just gonna keep it professional from now on. I mean, I wouldn't want you to become another 18. Let me get my gloves on. So how's the ears been? No excess cilia, no weird phantom noises, no just clogged. Okay. Well, I'll have you know, Dr. Harris is onto something really great. I know that the attractor didn't work like we had hoped. It didn't seem to have permanent effects. It worked great in the present, but we were really hoping it was going to cure the side effect. So, but Dr. Harris is onto something great, and I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks we're gonna maybe have a permanent solution to your problem. But until then, you get to keep coming to see me. Oddly enough, I thought Belinda wouldn't let me anymore. Let me just get in there with an otoscope. we're just gonna see what the issues are looking like this week. Yep. Very it's quite compacted this time. Have you been like wearing earbuds a lot, or? Yeah, I would advise not to do that for a while. Yeah. Yep. Well, let me check the other ear. Here's the thing. I'm the only tester. Probably if there was another tester, Belinda would not have let you come back to me because I'm not supposed to be making friends with the subjects again. And I'd really rather nothing happens to you. Anyway, I'd like you to keep coming to see me. And I mean, I was told last Monday that, oh yeah, it's really compacted here too, that if I can get you on the STAR subject program, it's not even going to be a problem anymore. So, yeah. We're almost done with the paperwork for it. I'm hoping in the next couple weeks we will have a contract, and if it's something you want to do, I'd love for you to do it. It would benefit you and me, and I wouldn't have to be as precious with information, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna get in here. 18 was one of my first subjects. She was a really cool person. We got along really well. We hung out outside of work, and then she got into a tragic car accident. And, I mean, it wasn't caused by us or anything. The people around the office just use that as a boogeyman to keep me from being friends with people. Yeah, it was normal circumstances. Oh, you don't need to worry about that kind of thing. It's all good. As mean as the doctors are to me sometimes, they need me. I'm valuable. I'm the only one of them that's willing to do tests. You know, most of the time they just sit in their musty labs and invent their stuff, which is probably have cool conversation and eat Cheetos, and I like Cheetos. I don't know why I'm not allowed in there. But, you know, I have a very important job, and I'm here like 16 hours a day, and, you know, sometimes I would like to have friends, so I get a little close to the subjects, and I know it's not professional. Hey, you probably have a lot of friends anyway. You probably don't need another. Yeah, there's some big clobs in here that we're going to take care of. Okay, 275. I'm going to need you to do me a huge favor. Okay? It's huge. And I don't mean this as a friend. I mean this as another person in humanity that's asking something that's very important. Please don't mention 18 to anyone here. Ever. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, no. Experiment today. If you're interested. I can't tell you what it does exactly, but it is beneficial. It's not scary. It's easily removed. It's had no side effects whatsoever. And you get it $100 per ear. It's different because it's not a salve or a solution. It's actually an attachment to your ear. You attach it and then we remove it and everything's gone. It's just, it's not going to alter you in any way. We're just testing a device. Is that something you want to do? Cool. It's a really cool one. Dr. Morris has been working on it for a while, and I love it. I think it's really rad. I tested it out for him. But I can't tell you what it does because in this particular instance, Dr. Morris is concerned that it will have a placebo effect, that we won't get a proper result because we tell you what it does and you're going to just think that that's what it's doing, even if it's not doing that. So, yeah, it's bad this time. I'm probably gonna need to note that, unfortunately. But it's gotten a little more severe. Let me get back in there with a pick. Yeah. Well, like I said, Dr. Harris is amazing, and this has been her main focus for weeks now, almost months probably, is finding a permanent solution to the side effect of our discontinued invention. Yeah. What else? What else has been going on this week? It doesn't have to be side effect or science-based. Don't make it too personal. Maybe like housework. Oh, that's your job? You should really consider becoming a star subject. The pay is way better. There's a medical plan. Granted, one of us will be your doctor. Probably me, honestly. I do everything that's not inventing. Well, I mean, I do invent, and it's kind of a hobby. I'm not really interested in any of my inventions. Well, that's nice of you. I mean, maybe someday. Like I said, if I put in my hours, if I, keep up my 16-hour days for a couple of years, and stop making friends with subjects, that I could be on the invention team in no time. Let's just get in there. Wipe things down. It's messy in there. But I don't see any extra hair growth. I don't see any extra oils or anything. It's really great. I'm really happy to see that. Okay. That looks pretty good. I might come back over to that side. Just grab my tools. I need your ears to be really, really clean for this next part. Mostly just on the outside, but your growth is so quick. I really want to make sure. Yep. Super compacted. But not a problem for me. I am a very skilled ear cleaner at this point. I've been doing dozens of disregard, I said that. As far as you know, yep, you're the only one with side effects. It's all good. Hopefully I'm talking quietly enough that Belinda doesn't hear me. Oh, I know. She just seems like she's a front desk lady, but she actually owns the whole institute. Yeah. She just likes to, have her finger in all the pies to make sure things are going right and under her roof, if you will. Oh, yeah. I've known her for a while. I knew her when we went to college together. Yeah. Yeah, she was one of the cool kids. It was nice of her to hire me. Just getting the big stuff out here. Yeah, I have a second experiment we can try. So this one will do 200 because per ear. Even though you need both of them, it's kind of a longer process. So we like to be real generous. I like to be generous to our subjects, and because it's kind of a longer process to layer the pieces on.
sponge of metallic stuff. There's going to be a current going through it. Don't worry, it's close to running. Totally fine. It's very low voltage, and you shouldn't worry about it at all. Just going around here to make sure that I feel like if I get it from right here, that maybe I can help prevent it from getting bad quicker, you know? There we go. There we go. Nice, good. Good. One second. Just checking. Ooh, sorry about that. Just checking this ear again, because... Okay. I was just, curious. I saw something unusual in this ear, and I wanted to see if it was true of this ear, and I think you just have weird ears. So, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Oh yeah, they took the restraints off the chair. We stopped testing the thing we were worried about, and haven't had any more bear incidents. I know. Yeah, well, the restraints were making the subjects uncomfortable, and, you know, they were trying to make our face a little friendlier, and we only use them when there's a chance of a violent outrage or that kind of thing. And what we have been testing the last couple of weeks has been very low key, very chill, nothing to worry about. There we go. Things are looking swell. Just get this last. There we go. There we go. Okay, taking a look. Looking swell. Taking another look. Looking also swell. Okay, it is absolutely vital that your ears be totally dry for the layering on of this. We want no moisture between your ear and the metal pieces that are going on. You don't need to be blindfolded for this one. You'd be hard pressed to figure out anything that's going on with it. But it's going to be cold. It's going to be metal against your ears. And that should be the only discomfort you feel. So I'm just going to dry your ears off really quick. Just get back here. Just like that. We might need to keep them dry after I layer on the final piece. But... Okay, we're going to start with your lower lobe. And I'm just going to be attaching very small metallic pieces to your ear. I'm going to be honest, it looks rad. When I tested this out, I went to walk around a mall for like 4 hours. And I thought I looked cool. Very cyborg-like. Just kind of moving these things into place is what's happening. And they're going to connect with one another. The electrical current will go through them. And then no. I can't tell you that. That's part of the experiment. I can't tell you anything about it, you know. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Just a hint. It probably won't affect it. Oh, never mind. I won't give you a hint. We're good. No, I promise. It's totally benign. I think it's really cool. Man, I was doing this with This 281 earlier. She would not freaking sit still. It was driving me crazy. I wish I had the restraints on the damn chair again. Every time I put one of these pieces of metal on her ear, she'd flinch. Ugh, I had to stop halfway through. It just wasn't going to work. That's why I like you. I really think you should be part of the Star Subjects program, as you just are so good at sitting still, and all the experiments seem to work really well on you. And you're cool and fun and funny and inquisitive and would probably make a really good friend. But it's fine because I'm not interested in that kind of thing and I don't need friends. Yeah, I think there's a camera over there. I think she's probably watching me right now. Maybe on probation. Okay, we'll come back to this side. It has to be perfectly even on each side. So I'm going to start layering onto this one. I'm going to dry it off. And then come back and like make sure we're evening things up. Just drying out the lobes here. This is where I'm going to be connecting. $275. Honestly, with this one, I couldn't even tell you even if I was allowed to. I do not know how this one works. I just know exactly how to line everything up. Morris is kind of one of those inventors that's like a mad genius. Like, he'll come up with stuff and I will have no idea scientifically how it works at all. It doesn't even make any sense. But his stuff like almost always works. It's nuts. So, you can question me all you want. I don't know how to tell you how it works. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is a bit cold. Thanks for not flinching, though. That was pretty cool of you. This part needs to be flush against the skin. I'm just gonna do a little more drying. I feel like there's a little bit of oiliness. I'm gonna wipe it off here. Do you just have really moist ears in general? Or was that no, that wasn't a side effect of anything I did. You just have moist ears. That's weird. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason everything works on you, so keep it up. Yeah, Dr. Morris has a name for this, but I can't tell you the name of it because it will, it kind of gives away what it's supposed to do, and he was very adamant that I not tell you what it does. Well, yeah, but when you sell it as a product, you want to advertise what it does. This is the testing phase. It's, it's different. Okay, stop asking about the invention, okay? How about we talk about something else? Let's talk about star subjects. That would be really helpful if that was something you were interested in. It would probably take some of the heat off of me. Well, it's not like okay, don't be rude. It's not like I do it with everybody that comes in here. I'm not some pathetic, lonely person that works 16 hours a day and 7 days a week and doesn't have any friends outside of a couple of the inventors that are somewhat nice to her on rare occasions. It's not like I'm like that. I don't make friends with every subject that comes in here. You're just cool. You're just a really cool person, okay? You can feel good about yourself. It's not about me being lonely.
Okay, that's looking really good. Just a little bit more dry. So we're gonna move up to the top of your ear here. And we have another piece that needs to go on there. Yep. Oh, you're doing a great job. I appreciate it. Well, I think that's probably okay for me to talk about. Let's see. I used to have a cat. I don't anymore because I work too much, so a friend of mine, well, a friend, one of the inventors took her. Well, yeah, I mean, the inventors are only here 8 hours a day. Because, you know, their brains need a rest. So, they took Mittens, and I bet she's pretty happy there. Let's see. My hobbies are researching and it's been a while since I had a hobby. It's just been a busy year is all. I mean, it didn't used to be this bad. Things have just gotten a little crazy. That's looking really good. Let's do the other side. Dry it off. So moist. Oof. Yep. Yeah, we're just doing the last part on here and then we're gonna turn it on. You shouldn't feel anything. There will be a current going through both of your ears, but it's like so low voltage and you shouldn't feel it. I mean, I'll be watching to make sure your ears aren't smoking or anything. Yeah. There we go. All right. Okay. I'm going to flip the switch, and then I'm going to give you a couple seconds, and then I want you to tell me what you're thinking. Okay? All right. Okay. Oh, Dr. Morse is going to be so happy. Yes, it's a good invention. Ugh, don't be a naysayer. Don't be like that, 275. It's cool. Sometimes you want to have a song stuck in your head. Daydream Believer is a great song. Okay. Monkey's hair over here. I'm going to write this down. And don't worry, it'll be out of your head as soon as we take the invention off. It's just called the ear warmer. Morris is genius. Yeah, he could probably make it any song, but you know, he's a Monkeys fan too. Okay, don't worry, I'll turn it off. There you go. Any song? See? It's a cool invention. I think so. It'll just take me a second to get off all this hardware. We can salvage most of it and reuse it. Yeah. Excellent. So that's $200. $200 for you. I've got one more invention. It's a real simple, real easy one if you're interested. Yeah. This one I think I can tell you about.
1 second, let me just get this off. Yeah, isn't it weird? It's like, once you take it off, it's almost like you can't remember the song. It's really interesting, I thought. I mean, I think Dr. Mars is a genius, personally. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Last invention that I have today. It's a really simple, easy one. This one is by one of our newer inventors, Dr. Lillian. I haven't really met her yet. I think that's her name. It's called Pricklesense. Not really named, not my favorite. It's supposed to create sensations. I shouldn't tell you where or what they feel like, but it essentially connects your ear to other parts of your body in a nervous structure-like thing and sends signals along it. It's super easy, it's super fast. Would you like to try it out? It's $200 for the whole thing. Yeah, and it's so fast. Awesome. Let me get my notes. Pricklesense. Pricklesense. She's going to be thrilled that she's going to get one of her inventions tested today. She's only been here 6 months. She didn't have to do any testing. Okay. This is just going to be, it's a small device that I'm going to press against your ears. It will leave behind a tiny bit of residue, but it shouldn't be noticeable to you. And then when I am done applying it, you should very gradually be able to start feeling the prickle sense, as it were. So. Yeah, it does tickle just a little bit. I don't know why we're so focused on the ears. It just sort of happened a couple of years ago. We just realized that the ears seem to connect to every other part of the body in some way or another, and it just seemed, like we were actually, some of the experiments, like the Citrusmeller, we actually originally were doing that on other parts of the body. Like, we started it on the nose, but it didn't work on the nose. It was crazy. We tried hands, we tried feet. It just didn't have the same effect. So we've just seemed to have the best results with using the ears for all of our experiments. Oh well. Other side. Sorry about that. I know I do seem a little bit off, but like I said, I've been pulling 16 hours a day for feels like weeks now. I'm exhausted, and I just between you and me, I got pretty heavily reprimanded by Melinda. Yeah, I wasn't afraid I was going to lose my job or anything. Like I said, they need me. Like, nobody else wants to do the testing, and I'm really good at it. But I just really think it's unprofessional of me to be friends with the subjects. Me getting attached. Yeah, so I'm just a little downtrodden, if you will, but I will bounce back, and it's good to see you, 2005, You always make my mood better. Yeah, I can't call you personally, but you can call the front desk. You'll get Melinda, probably. And she can tell you when Dr. Harris's invention is done. You can be one of the first to test it if you'd like. It might clear this ear issue up, and then you wouldn't need to come in for the ear cleanings anymore. But you know, they're not that bad, right? Okay. Excellent, excellent. It is all applied. Are you feeling any interesting sensations? Let me check my notes really quick. Sometimes it takes a little while to work. I'm gonna write this down. Maybe I didn't apply it enough. This is the first time, and Dr. Lillian she's untested. Oh, really. Being honest, it's not like her invention's that good. Yeah, I'm just going to apply it a little more, as her notes say, you know, liberal application. Okay. What is liberal? I mean, just put it everywhere. I'll just put it everywhere. Let's do it everywhere. Are you feeling anything yet? Maybe. Okay. Well, liberal. I'll keep going. Keep going until you feel something. Just Pricklesense. Oh, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault if you don't feel anything. You don't have to feel bad. It's Dr. Lillian's fault. 6-monther. Anything? Nothing? One more time. Go on. You're being real patient. I appreciate it. I know I promised this was going to be so fast and easy money for you, but you're real chill. I appreciate it. You'd probably be really fun to hang out with. You know, in a non-work setting. Yeah. Oh, okay. Great. You're starting to wear. Okay. Her notes did say that could happen. Cool. Okay. I'll stop applying it. I would like you to give me a description now of how you are feeling. Okay. Tingles in all of your fingers? That's weird. Just the pinky and the ring finger? That's actually very interesting and kind of makes sense, honestly. Where else? Belly. Weird, okay. She asked me to ask, what would you compare the sensation to? Okay. That's interesting. Right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is the sensation? Okay. Do you feel it anywhere else on your body? Please tune in very carefully to your body. Your toes, your heels, your calves, your knees. Your knees. Okay. Alright. Knees, ring finger, yeah. Belly. Anything in your facial region? Your lips? Okay. That one's normal. The lips generally, at least according to Dr. Lillian. Okay. Sensation should go away in 5 minutes. It shouldn't take long. That's all the experiments we have ready today. We should have more next week. We'll probably need another ear cleaning next week. I apologize. But, you know, you could come in, hang out with me. So, okay. 275. It was really good to see you again. If you feel any side effects, if you have a medical emergency about this, please call Belinda at the front desk, and she will, and I'll probably see you after that. And maybe I'll see you next week. All right, bye. Hey, it's my favorite subject. 8275, how have you been? It feels like it's been a little while. Let me write that down in your chart really quick. I was just going over your stuff. I have some bad news. Well, not bad news, not necessarily bad news. One of the inventions we tested on you 2 weeks ago, the Pricklesense, is having some side effects in some of our other subjects, which is why I said we shouldn't test an untested inventor here. Dr. Lillian's an idiot. There is some tissue damage to some parts of the ear. It's not major. It's just something that I should probably check for before I do your ear cleaning. Yeah. No, don't worry about it. Let me get my gloves on here. As usual, I'd like to ask, have you had any other symptoms? Have you had any, first of all, have you had any, where the heck are my gloves? Okay, they are. Have you had any pain or tingliness or no hair growth? Okay, so you haven't had any kinds of pain. That's a really good sign. Well, it was her first invention. I'm just gonna do a manual inspection of your ears really quick, so you'll feel me kind of palpating around some of our other subjects. Just had a little bit of tissue damage on the lobe area, so I'm just going to check very, very carefully here. Behind, inside. It's okay. You're fine. It wasn't a lot of subjects. It was only, 2 or 3. It could have even been something they did to themselves. Let's be honest. It's looking okay. I see a little bit of a wound of some kind on your upper lobe. That kind of looks like you picked at something. Did you? Okay, good. Awesome. Really, I haven't seen your resistance to side effects has been pretty incredible, aside from the whole ear cleaning thing, but that's hardly a big deal at all. It just gets you back in here to get more money. Oh, speaking of which, let me check your other ear. Next time you come in, we will definitely have the star subject contract nailed in, and if you're up to it, it looks fantastic. I've looked at the contract myself. It offers you double to triple what we're already offering you for participating in our tests. It's salaried, interestingly enough. I'll tell you more about it when I see the final draft. Looks good on this ear. Yeah, it actually comes with health benefits as well. Like, it's a real job. I would be your GP, and I'm qualified. Well, I will be qualified by the time you need it. this here looks just fine. I do notice, even without my otoscope, that you definitely need an ear cleaning. I have some good news, since the bad news never took. Dr. Harris has finished her invention that is supposed to clear up this little problem that we've had. It hasn't been tested on a lot of people yet. You would get paid for testing it, and there's a possibility that your earwax problem will be fixed. So we can do that today if you're interested. Let me just get to cleaning first, because the ears do need to be cleaned first before we can actually use it. So let me grab my stuff. Okay, let's just take a look inside this ear. Yeah, pretty clogged. How's your hearing been? Well, I'm not actually surprised by that, because a couple of the side effects of some of the other inventions we used is actually increased acuity in your hearing. So even though you're having some blockage, it's not really affecting your hearing as much because of the positive side effects of some of the other inventions. Particularly the earwormer, I've heard that about. I know, it's super weird because the effect isn't really supposed to last after it's done. Like I've said, Dr. Morris is an insane genius. Okay, let me just get in there with my pick here. Just gonna do my regular old scraping of the sides. And you just need to stay nice and still. Shh, okay. Here's the thing. I looked everywhere for a camera. After you left, I looked everywhere. I checked this office up and down. I checked my clothes. I checked my phone. I checked my purse. I checked for bugs everywhere, and I couldn't find anything. I don't think they're actually watching me. I don't think Linda is actually monitoring me. I think that maybe somebody just found out I'd given you my phone number, or did you tell somebody? Okay, I didn't think you would. You're too cool for that. I don't know how somebody turned out, but there's definitely no bugs in this office, so I'm feeling... and I haven't been having to work as much. They gave me like a whole week off, actually. I feel quite refreshed, actually. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realize you'd called in. I guess it's been 2 weeks, and usually you come in every week. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me that you called or that you needed... Did you come in and see somebody else? Huh. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of don't remember it very well. Got a whole week's vacation, but I was so used to working, I just feel like I frittered it all away. I couldn't even tell you what I did. Yeah. Well, that's the life of a workaholic for you. I have this new wooden pick that I've been really dying to try, so it's got like this great scooping action on it. Oh man, it's coming right out. That's a great question. So Dr. Harris's invention, again, I can't tell you proprietary information, but she's called it the Serustop. Serustop, like cerumen. And what it's supposed to do is it uses, it's supposed to stop the cerumen from forming. Sorry. Oh, you know how it is with that. As soon as you sign that contract, I'm going to be able to tell you so much more stuff. It's going to be awesome. You just seem so interested all the time. It's so fun to tell you. Let me get back in there with my metal pick here. No, I mean, everyone's been treating me really great since I got back from vacation. Like, it's a whole new thing. I feel like they finally have kind of gotten how important I am to the company. I was kind of worried that they were thinking about canning me after I gave you my number, and they told me never to do that again. But they, put me on probation, gave me a little vacation, and then since I've been back, they've been talking about even letting me into the inventing lab. I'm so excited. So now I'm like rested, I'm working normal hours, I feel just more respected here. It's fantastic. Okay. There's this piece of wax that's just giving me some trouble here. Let me try with the wooden one again. Yeah, I want to get them super clean. Dr. Morse said the Serustop does not work if there's already wax in there. Because what it's going to do is it's going to kind of, not necessarily clog, but change the molecular composition of the pores that secrete that cerumen. Well, I think they actually... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I can't talk about it. Gosh darn it. Well, how's your time, man? It's been 2 weeks since we saw each other, and what you been up to? Oh, I got that. Huh. Well, why would you call in that much? Has it been that bad? Oh, really? Well, thanks. Well, you didn't need to be worried about me. I was fine. Just relaxing. It's not like they treated me that bad. Let me check out your other ear. Oh, let me make sure I got everything in this one first. That's good. Okay, nice and clean. No, I mean, what, did you think they killed me or something? No. Don't be silly. But I'm really flattered that you cared enough. Well, I've got the Serustop, and then I've got one other thing for you to try today if you want. We'll still be giving you the $100 per test / per ear compensation until we get you signed up. But I'm really hoping that next time you're essentially going to be one of our partners. I mean, we don't like to call you partners. We call you subjects. But you can think of yourself like a partner if you want. trying to be gentle. I mean, your ears have seen a lot of tools over the last month or so, so they seem to have gotten a little less sensitive. I generally don't notice redness anymore when I'm doing the ear cleaning, which is pretty cool. There, could be a side effect of one of the other inventions you've tried. Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled and excited for Serustop. I have a lot of faith in Dr. Harris. She is just an absolute star. She and Morris are kind of our top inventors. Yeah, well, like I said, Dr. Lyon was completely untested and brand new and has been here like a tenth of as long as I'd been here. Still gotta test when we're invented, and it went south, so yeah, so much for that. No, they didn't fire her. She's still here. Well, the tissue damage was really minor. It was just like a little necrotic sore. Not serious at all. Cleared up with a little antibiotic ointment. I had it right here. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really have wanted anything to happen to you per se, but if it had been a more serious side effect, maybe they would have canned her. Yeah, I don't need to be envious anymore. The doctors have been acting like they're really open to making me one of the inventors soon. So, I mean, I'll probably still have to be doing the tests. None of them like to do it. And honestly, I do. I like getting to talk to the subjects. I like being there to see the inventions work on people. Like, that's really exciting. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably do less of it. We'd probably hire on some new intern to take over my job, and I could maybe administer the really good tests. Maybe just keep testing you, because we have such a good rapport at this point, right? Okay, well, I know you're just razzing me. You're the one that kept calling to check up on me. Friggin' softy. Talk about not keeping it professional. Well, no. I'm still gonna keep it professional even though I know I'm not being watched now, okay? But that doesn't mean I can't treat you more like a colleague when you're a star subject, because it's not like we can go out to lunch or anything, but maybe I can tell you more about the inventions. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, clean as a whistle. A freshly cleaned whistle. I've never really understood that saying, honestly. Let me get your chart really quick. Okay. So, cleaned ears. No necrotic tissue. That's a good one. It smells bad. All right. So this is going to feel a little weird. There's going to be some pulsing sensations on your ears that, and then kind of some scraping sounds. What it's going to be doing is infecting is not the right word. Going into your pores inside your ear that secrete the cerumen, and it's going to alter them.
All you gotta do, per usual, stay still, get your $200, and possibly get this little snafu cleared up. Okay. Try not to look too hard at what I'm doing. This is technically still proprietary, but okay. There's gonna be an odd hollowness, like a hollow feeling while I do this. Well, it requires a little concentration from me because there is a device that I'm moving to interact with a solution here on your ears. Yeah, I actually rubbed the solution in when I was checking them earlier. Probably should have told you that. It's mostly just to get connectivity. Okay. It's going to be a different feeling now. Don't be alarmed. Yeah, don't mind that crow. Yeah, she's one of the ones that we experimented on. She just sticks around now. She really liked all those walnuts we were giving her. We were just working on crow language, and it's very interesting. And it's something that some of the doctors were interested in studying, so we kind of lured a lot of crows to the lab with the promises of cat food and walnuts, and they've just stuck around ever since. They're so loud. I learned a lot of crow talk while we were doing those experiments, just because they were around so much, and I'm pretty sure what she's saying right now is give me freaking walnuts, which we don't do anymore. Mostly because we're out of walnuts. Well, no, we're not out of cat food, but that's because George eats it. This is going really well. I'm not seeing any swelling. I'm not seeing any irritation. Sometimes the pores get agitated by this particular device. Well, that's what Harris said. Just so you know, before I test these on you, they go through initial testing in the lab. I'm not totally sure what their process is for that, but I know they do it. So you're your second round of testing, just in case you were ever concerned. Okay, last tool that I need to get in here. Oh, I swear, Agatha, shut up. Oh yeah, that one's Agatha. I know her shrill caw. She's a real bitch, honestly. Tried to fly off with my hat once. Well, yeah, that's why I don't wear a hat now. No, you're right. You're right, I'm not a hat person. It doesn't look good. It was really kind of a blessing that she flew off with it. The doctors have been making fun of me for a couple months anyway. It was an ugly hat. How's it feel? You doing okay?
the chart on it said that could happen. If you feel any tenseness, just take a slow breath. It should be very temporary. As soon as I get this off, it should be any minute. And then there we go.
Okay. Let me just wipe your ears off a little bit. It leaves it behind a little bit of residue, and I just want to just fix everything up a little. Sorry, I just keep smacking you. There we go. There we go. How you feeling? Less tense? Great. Okay. Next ear. I'm really hopeful about this. Like I said, Dr. Harris, total superstar. I believe in her invention, and I think it's gonna solve this little. Okay, I'm seating it on your ear. How you feeling? You doing okay? Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna start the process. Yeah, it can be a little tingly. That was mentioned in the logs. Well, I'll definitely take a look and make sure before we try the next invention. It's a pretty quick one. No. I don't think so. It might be, I'll have to double check the chart. It's an invention by not one of the new hires, but God, I can't even remember her name. I think her first name is like Shelley or something. Honestly, she's kind of boring. She hasn't invented anything I find particularly interesting. Yeah, well, she's a transfer from a different organization. Yeah, she's fine. I don't talk to her much. Well, obviously, I have my favorites, right? I mean, Morris and Harris are the whole reason that I came to the Institute. I mean, and Belinda. Okay, stay still. Okay, I'm gonna use the other tool now. Oh no, Belinda doesn't actually invent anything. I mean, I think she has before. I think she used to be an inventor. But, she's more of a business person now. There's a lot more money in hosting a group of inventors than just inventing yourself, I would guess. I don't hold it against her. I mean, sure, I kind of feel like she's lost the passion for the important thing and is kind of a sellout capitalist, but whatever, I get it. Gosh, you can't hear me. I'm 110, and that's not even possible. % sure that there's no bug in here. I looked everywhere. I even bought one of those things that can sense bugs. I was feeling a little paranoid after that visit with you. I thought it was so weird that they were going to let me keep testing on you. It felt like, last time they immediately stopped letting me test on, never mind.
Maybe they just trust me more now. They know that I don't mean anything by it. They know that I'm not gonna let it affect my judgment, and, you know, I may like you, but my first loyalty is still to IUI. I'm sure they get that now. Okay, last step. I gotta take this off for a second. My arm is sore. Whew. Okay. I'm just gonna do some gentle tapping. How are you feeling? Is the tenseness coming back? Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We're almost done. Oh, thank God Agatha went away. Oh, she'll be back at lunchtime. Yeah. Well, my hat isn't the only thing she's stolen from me. She stole a whole freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwich once. I swear to God, she ate the whole thing in 2 bites. She's a little monstrous, honestly. We have a problem with making animals too big here. She's like 3 or 4 times the size of a normal crow, so like close to the size of like an eagle at this point. Yeah, she's kind of a menace. Yeah, people just think she's a weird black eagle. They haven't tied it to us. Right. I feel fantastic about this. The problem is, well, not problem, don't worry. Let me grab my sheet. We won't really know if it's worked until you don't need to come in again, right? And look, I don't want you to not come in anymore. You're going to be a star subject next time. I mean, we discussed this already. You're going to quit your job and work here, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, I swear it's a good deal. Wait till you see the contract. Belinda already gave me the okay to offer it to you. In fact, she insisted that I do. Okay, administered Serustop on left and right ears. Subject. Sorry, they don't give me a computer. I type way faster than I write. Agrees to test. Let me look at my chart. Oh. Yeah, the invention is Dr. Saur? Saur? I can't pronounce her name. I think it's like S-A-U-R, like sauerkraut, but don't tell them I said that. That's kind of a boring invention, I'll be honest. It's a quick one. I've tested it on a couple other people. What I have here, I can't tell you too much, is just a... I'm gonna be honest with you, since nobody can hear me. This is a really poorly applied thing. So it's a serum, but it's applied to this crinkly rag that I need to essentially drape over your ears and do some... there's a whole spiel. She gave me like this huge chart of what to do. I can't tell you anymore. It's stupid, and it does stupid things, and Saur doesn't seem like that could have been invented to me. But here we go. Yeah, it's $200, one per year. So I'm just gonna get this kind of close to your ear, and there's just gonna be some slight prodding sensations. Yeah, it kind of has like a crackly iciness to it. Is it cold? Yeah, this is one of those ones that I can't tell you what it does until I finish it on both ears. Honestly, I don't want to give away too much, but it's just a freaking copycat invention of something that one of our better inventors did. Oh, Sarah thinks she's... Yeah. Sometimes we get younger inventors in here that think, oh, I'll invent something just like Dr. Morris did, but I'll make it a little bit different. Like, who the heck cares, right? That's not true. Okay, it's kind of true. That's kind of true. I mean, there's a couple other doctors here other than Morris and Harris that I think are great. But they're not the reason that people want to come to IUI. Is this uncomfortable? How you doing? Okay. Honestly, I don't know why. I mean, not that I want to deprive you of money, but I don't know why you get $200 for this one. Because it genuinely doesn't work unless you do it on both ears, like at all. It's not like a per ear test, but that's what Belinda said. $200. She's the one with the money, so. Okay, let me just check and make sure it is all applied. I genuinely don't know why we apply it this way. I don't know why we don't just rub it on. Okay. It must have something to do with the composition of the material. Maybe a reaction between the material and the serum and your skin. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, other ear. It's overly complicated in my opinion, and just a cheap knockoff. She hasn't even come up with a name for it yet because it's just a copy. Do I sound that better? I do sound a little better. That's fine. I shouldn't be. They've been so good to me lately. 275. You're almost as paranoid and suspicious as I am. And I haven't needed to be since I got back. But if you feel more comfortable, for my sake, that's nice of you. If you feel more comfortable, I can check again. I've been checking like every couple days just to see, and I checked yesterday because I saw you were on the charts to come in. I felt like they were specifically watching my interactions with you. Yeah, it's almost done. You do? Oh, well, that's what it's supposed to do. Yep. Oh, good to know it works. Yeah, it's just a freaking copycat of the Citrusmeller, but strawberries instead. Which, in my opinion, smell weird and earthy compared to citrus. It's not. Yeah, it's just a copy. But I'll tell Dr. Saur it worked. Oh, I'm not even gonna keep going. Let me just get this down in your chart. Looks like you get $400 today. Make sure you get your check on the way out from Belinda. I'll give her the info. Okay, well, unnamed copycat invention works. Cool beans. Okay. It was awesome to see you again, 275. I do want to see you again. We're getting in the paperwork maybe next week, so even if you don't need an ear cleaning, could you come back and we talk about doing star subjects? Okay, great. And hopefully you shouldn't need an ear cleaning, but if you do, I got you covered. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you next time, okay? Make sure you get your check. Okay. 275. How's my favorite subject? Oh. Huh. Yeah, the restraints are back. Sorry about that. Let me get you out of those. We're actually going to need your hands here for a minute. Yeah, we had an incident. It was, there you go. You know, one second, that right or left-handed? Okay, we're just gonna leave that one undone. We're gonna need to re-restrain you. One of the inventions that we'll be testing today is interesting. Anyway, I have some fantastic news for you. We finished the star subject agreement, and I would love for you to sign if you would. Here it's, a couple pages. Yeah, you can read it if you want. Here. Yeah. On second thought, here. Let me take that back. Thank you. It's a lot of legalese, and I don't think you're going to understand it. I will just go over it for you really quick, and then you can sign. It's just standard non-disclosure, non-liability, but more inclusive than the one that you already signed. Just, says that you accept the risks of the experiments, and it also talks about your contract, that you are going to be given a salary for participating in experiments. It does require that you participate in a certain number of experiments to get said salary. As long as they're offered, don't worry, we won't be like, well, we don't have any for you, and then not pay you. It also talks about having a health insurance program, of which I will be your GP, possibly specialist for other things too. Anyway, it's all very standard, all very above board. And I think you should probably just sign it. All right, let me give it to you. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Let me just get your signature here. Here's your pen. Here you go. That is awesome. Because now I'm going to be able to be a little less secretive. Obviously, some of the inventors still prefer that I don't tell you everything about everything, but I'm not going to get in trouble when you know now because you're under agreement. Well, how have your ears been? I was really curious after we did the Serustop whether or not it would work, because I've gotten reports that it worked for about 75% of the people who had the side effect. Okay, well, let me take a look. I'll just get my otoscope here. Okay. Well, that's too bad. But it looks better. Honestly, it kind of just looks like if you were a really waxy person usually, and you just hadn't had an ear cleaning in a really long time. Well, we'll start with the ear cleaning before we do anything else. Let me get my gloves on. I probably should have done that to start. Well, today would start your first day of employment now that you signed that contract. And you'll
no longer be receiving a per experiment compensation. You'll be getting a whole package. We'll be sending you checks bi-weekly. Yeah, let me write this down here really quick, just for my notes. Okay, let's do the cleaning real quick. Just going to gently look at the sides here. Yeah, I'm disappointed, honestly. I have a lot of faith in Harris and her inventions, and sorry, but like I said, we've seen success rate in 75% of the people we tested it on, and no side effects yet. So well, yeah, the contract that you just signed, without reading, it's, it's binding. Well, anyway, the contract you just signed says that you get this kind of thing for free under your health plan. Ear cleanings are included for those who were experiencing side effects from one of our other experiments. I did. Nothing. Seriously. No, there's nothing. They're not watching me. They trust me now. Listen, 275. They let me in to the inventor's lab, and there were Cheetos. There were so many different flavors of Cheetos. I mean, obviously there were also amazing inventions, but finally, I got to have Cheetos in the inventor's lab. Yeah, they've been treating me so much better now. Like I said, I think they really see my value. Well, you can talk about that with Belinda. I mean, honestly, you probably should have before you sign something. Oh, I forgot to re-restrain you. One moment. Sorry, it's just, I really don't want any violent outrages again. Yeah, I almost lost my left thumb. They were a biter. I really do think it's better than usual, though, honestly. I really do. I think there was some improvement with the Serustop. There we go. That's looking pretty clean.
just want to make sure there's not impactions at this point, which I didn't really see an impaction. It just was, you know, headed in that direction. That looks pretty good. Okay, other side. We're all good. Well, we've got one of Dr. Morris's inventions today, so you know I'm excited. It is one that's been in the works for a long time, honestly, I think 2 or 3 years. And we had to keep sending it through initial testing because he kept modifying it anyway. It's a little bit of a long process. It requires a couple different steps. There's a couple different devices involved. First, there's an application of a powder. But it needs to be such a smooth application of the powder. It's crazy. They're really lucky they have me because none of them have the dexterity to do it. Once you apply the powder, there's a device that you put by the ear, very close to the ear, pretty much touching it with a couple electrodes. And then there is a sequence of buttons that I press on the device. A very specific sequence that I have memorized because, like I said, super good at my job. Then you will have the desired effect. It's going to be, well, I can't tell you what it is. It's amazing, though. Dr. Morris is, gosh. Well, it kind of messes with brain patterns more than anything. It's going to affect ear neurology a little bit, only while the device is going, don't worry. I probably shouldn't tell you this. Dr. Morris does prefer that I be secretive. Well, they should know that you are reliable and awesome, like I do. There we go. I think we're looking good. Alright, nice and clean. Okay. So, like I said, the first thing I do is apply a powder. I also can't tell you the name of this invention because, again, it's a dead giveaway to what it does. Yeah, let me take a look. So, your ears are gonna need, let's see. So you don't want to use too much powder. You kind of need the exact amount because otherwise the reaction will be. Interesting. Okay. Let me go choose out the amount of powder we're going to use. It's kind of shaken on gently. And when it makes contact with your skin, let me measure your ears again so that I can get an exact amount. I know we have it in our data, but you know, there's a chance that it's changed. Okay. The inside here is like. That's not what's in my data. Hold on a second. Yeah. It's not that big of a change. Maybe I measured it inaccurately the first time, but everything on this ear is like slightly bigger. It's not like there's any redness or swelling or anything. Am I using a different tape measure? Well, anyway, that changes the dosage of the powder just a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we need to get it behind too. That's 0.3. Okay. Okay. We'll use the 10 milliliter one for that. Let's check the other one. Oh no, things have been great. Like I said, I'm a lot more rested. The doctors only have me working 8 hours a day now, and I have two days off in a row. Can you freaking believe that? I mean, it's Tuesday and Wednesday, which kind of blows, but you know. I honestly don't even know what to do on my days off. I just usually want to be working. This one's a little bigger too. Huh. I think. Yeah, everything is just like a milliliter bigger. Did you grow? Are you... I don't know. I'm gonna keep track of it. I'm your GP now, so I'm not worried about it. Don't you be worried. Just means we'll do the 10 milliliter on here as well. I think. Well, let me check this. Maybe 9. If you get too much, it doesn't work. Especially if you don't get it even on both sides. That's the most important part, is the evenness, because of the way that this invention works. Okay. Alright, I'm going to start with the application of powder. It's going to sound essentially shaking a bottle, but I'm doing it incredibly meticulously. I might need to rub it around your ears just a little bit. There will be a slight yes, it feels a little like a tiny electrical shock. Powder is charged. But it doesn't hurt, right? That's good. Excellent. It shouldn't hurt. It actually should be kind of pleasant. I've had this one done. Oh god, it's amazing. I wish I'd been in the room when Morris had come up with this idea. Well, okay. Well, the restraints are needed for this particular. Just one person, like I said, got a little bitey. When you mess with people's brain chemistry, sometimes things go wrong. Oh, he's fine now. He's totally fine. He barely got any bites in. I'm fine too, in case you wonder. So I'm about halfway through the bottle now. I have applied one entire coat to the outside of your ear. It is incredibly even. Like I said, super good at this. Now we're going back over and doing the second coat. Okay. Sorry, I have to concentrate really hard on this. I want this to work so badly. Well, sometimes when I when I test Dr. Morris's inventions and things go well, he'll see me in the hall and he'll be like, "Good job, Dalton." Those are good days. Okay, we're almost done with the last coat here. I know my back, my back gets sore when I'm trying to be this precise. I've been asking the doctors to get some like beds in here. No, not for me, for you. Like, lie down and restrain you. It's just easier for me to access your ears. I don't have to stand up straight the whole time. And yeah, like an operation table. Be good for some of those more extreme inventions too. Okay. It looks really amazing. Let me just make sure that I've got it. Kind of flick your earlobes a little bit. And what that's going to do is even out the layer. Because some dust is... Oh. Don't inhale, Dalton. There we go. Perfect. Next ear. I'm so excited about this one. Same second verse. Same with the first. We're just going to apply our first layer of powder. You are so freaking good at this, 275. I just love how statue-like you are. It's incredible. I mean, if you hadn't already gotten a gig doing stuff with us, you could be like one of those park statues, busking, painted all gold, shriveling up in the heat, being made fun of by passersby. It really sounds terrible compared to what you're doing here. So honestly, your skills are really being put to the best use for us. Okay. Precision is my middle name. How are you feeling? You doing okay? Are you kidding? Good one. Good one, 275. Don't you frickin' bite me, though. I like my thumbs, thank you. Okay, we've got our first layer. Now we're going and getting our second layer done. Kind of getting on the back of the ears here. This is going to give us maximum conductivity for the next part. Next part, I'm going to have to stick some electrodes to your ears. And to the side of your head. I know we're kind of graduating to other parts of the body. We don't want to be known as the ear invention lab, right? Okay. Great, so we're almost done here. I'm probably going to need to flick this one a bit for the excess powder. Well, it's weird because it sounds like that, not because of the bottle that I'm shaking, but because of the contact with your ears. It's got... That's enough. I don't want to disappoint Dr. Morris, okay? Okay, it's looking really good. Got about a milliliter left here. We're just gonna put the rest on. Like I said, it's so precise, so slow. Honestly, it kind of looks like glitter. Like I said, conductive. Okay, excellent. Excuse me. Let me just flick your ears here, just to... Yeah, we're just gonna get it so that it's a nice, even layer of the powder. And then we're gonna get those electrodes on you. Oh yeah, they're sticky. They're sticky little buggers. There we go. There we go. You look so shiny. Okay. They like me to write down every step. Successfully applied conductive powder. You know, I like to make sure I have a really impressive report when I turn it in to Dr. Morris. Okay. Alright, next we're going to do some electrodes. Sides of your ears. It's going to be sticky. It shouldn't be uncomfortable though, okay? Be placed pretty perfectly. Okay. Oh, there's going to be about 5 on each side. We need to be in... make sure we have them in every vital location. This is number 3. What I'm doing right now is just... You don't want it to be too sticky, otherwise it's going to kind of hurt coming off, and, you know, you're my buddy, and I want to be nice, so I'm getting rid of a little bit of the stick on my gloves before I attach it, just so that it's perfect, you know. Well, you'd think that, right, with the powder? I get what you think. You're very smart. You're very smart. The powder shortly becomes more of a glue. Sorry. It's easy to chip off, though. So, even though you think that with the powder it would come off so easy, no. And I didn't want to add extra stick to the process. Make it uncomfortable for you, you know? Okay, last one. Okay.
looking good. Yeah, it's already kind of starting to turn into a glue. Sorry about that. I probably should have warned you. Number one, this goes right here. This goes behind the top lobe. That's a real important brain spot near your temple. Okay. This one, let me get it a little unsticky. There we go, there we go. There we go. That one is going kind of on your neck. This one goes in front of your ear, very close to the opening, but not quite. Let me get a little stick on here. There we go. This one goes right in the back of your ear. Last one. Okay. Perfect. Okay, comfy? Not very bitey? Great. Okay. 1050. Applied. Electrodes. Yeah, I like to keep a time log too. It helps when we're sussing out effects of things. Okay. A super secret proprietary device. This is absolutely vital that you don't see this. I'm gonna go ahead and blindfold you now. Sorry about this, but this one is super secret. There you go. Okay, I'm attaching the device now to your left ear. Okay, I'm starting the code. It is an incredibly long sequence of numbers and symbols. I do have it memorized. What it's doing is it's sending this information directly to your brain, where it's going to. Oh, Dalton. I can't tell you what it's gonna do. You'll see. You'll see. 6, 7, 2, 2, 5, G, L, colon, 5, 3, 2, 2, 7, 7, colon, slash, up, down, left, right. Excellent. Okay, that's the first ear. Second ear. Funnily enough, I had to memorize 2 of these strings of codes because I need to send a different code through this ear. It's longer too. Probably shouldn't be saying any of it out loud, but it helps me remember it. I do technically also have it written down, but I just like impressing people.
This does actually have emojis on it. It's part of the sequence. Don't interrupt me. I'm almost done. 7, 3, 8, 8. Excellent. I'll take a blindfold off. Tell me what you hear. Let me help you. Right? Incredible. It's incredible. It switches. It makes your brain think that you're hearing what you're hearing in this ear, out of this ear, and vice versa. It's incredible. Oh, don't worry, when I turn off the device, it'll fix it. Okay, it is a little weird. I'll turn it off. Chill out. Good. See, I told you. It's fine. You don't think that that's amazing? We just changed the way your brain works. Don't worry. Shouldn't be any side effects. Let me scrape all this goo off. It's gotten kind of hard. Take off the electrodes. Yeah, it's really easy to just chip it off. Okay. Okay, are you finally getting the appreciation for it now that you're not freaked out? Well, good. Because it's incredibly amazing. And you should be as impressed as I am. And I'm just kind of scrubbing it off. Well, that's kind of all we have time for. I've got another subject coming in about 10 minutes, so I don't have time to do another experiment today, even though we have plenty we could do. Oh, yeah. It's called the Earverse. Like, ear plus reverse. I think it's clever. 10:55. I'm so thrilled that it worked, and I'm really glad to see you again. I'm super sorry that the Serustop didn't work for you, but hey, ear cleaning's on the house until we figure out something that does. And Dr. Harris, she's got this. She's gonna find out something that'll work on you too. Okay, please go out through that way. Talk to Belinda on your way out. She wanted to talk to you about something. Yeah. Okay, great. I'll see you next time. One moment. I need to finish my notes. Please sit still for a moment. I need to evaluate you. The device today requires that you be in perfect health. You are signed up for the experiments, right?
Yes, Dalton is out. She'll be out for several weeks. I'm Dr. Harris. According to your chart, you've actually had several of my inventions tested on you. They worked very well, from what I can see. Yes, let me take a couple of metrics to make sure that you are healthy enough for today's experiment. It will be a device that we will be inserting into your ears, and you will definitely need an ear cleaning before then, or the device is going to get gunked up in there. Ugh. Now I wish Dalton were on today. Both of your ears. Yes, it's a dual device. Let's go ahead and get your blood pressure. That's important. I've heard. Oh, you're in restraints. Here, put your arm out. The restraints aren't new. You're just in a different room. Alright. You'll feel some pinching, possibly. Doesn't Dalton get your blood pressure before she begins? She should be. It's not looking good. Never mind. You're fine. Where on earth is this? Oh, there we are. Alright, if you wouldn't mind putting your arm back in the restraint. It's for your own safety. If you would please breathe in and out. Deeper if you can. In and out. Excellent. Same thing. In, out. Good. You seem to be relatively healthy. Any adverse side effects from experiments previous? Good. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and take care of those ears. We will be cleaning them and then prepping them for the devices to go in. Don't worry, there shouldn't be any lasting effects. Well, I believe that you signed something that said we didn't have to tell you. It could invalidate the study.
I'll let you know what it's supposed to do when it's done. No wonder you and Dalton get along so well. You're awfully chatty. It shouldn't be a problem. And you don't need to know. I don't know how your ears got so filthy. You've been in here and had several experiments done in them. Oh. I see. Don't worry, she's just on vacation. Well, you know, we work her so hard. She does so much of the grunt work around here. But she's so very industrious. It's like it never ends. Ugh. Going to need a different tool. Yes, well, we greatly appreciate our volunteers. That's why we pay you. And you are a pioneer in the field. One of the first people to test several geniuses' inventions. Really, you should be paying us, but we'll need to do something about the redness we're leaving in there. We have a solution to calm it and prep it for smooth sailing for the device. Oh, you ask a lot of questions. JX1720. That is the name of the device. Well, you don't need to know what we call it colloquially. Well, if you must know, I'm slightly agitated because I thought we would get right to the experiment. I didn't realize I'd be dealing with this. We really need to stop keeping animals in the lab. Oh, don't worry, he's fine. Just bored. Oh. Are you sure you haven't had any other side effects? Maybe you just have an odd eardrum. How can Dalton stand doing this kind of thing? Yes, your numbers look fine. You're in perfect health. You are an excellent candidate for this device. Yes, JX1720 has been tested on someone previously to you, but I will be honest, not many. No, you have nothing to be worried about. How many experiments has Dalton done on you? Well, you trust Dalton, right? You can trust me, I work with her. She's like the golden retriever of lab cohorts. Of course you like her. Incessant. Has anyone ever told you that? Yes, I have performed the tests myself before, in the lab, before we send them up here. But I don't usually work in the testing facility. Suffice to say, it was important that I be here today. This is a very important invention. I don't necessarily want to leave in Dalton's hands anyway, even if she weren't out. You have the same issue in this ear that you had in the other, so it must be your eardrum is odd. No, it shouldn't be a problem. The device will be able to get around it. You're not epileptic, are you? Your chart didn't say so. Good. I'll be using a special light that you will need to be following with your eyes. Yes, today's experiment is a little more interactive than you're probably used to. There we go. I'm sorry, it's a little hard for me to be hiding my agitation. We're 10 minutes behind schedule. The solution should calm the swelling and prep the surfaces in your ear for the device. It's cold, I apologize. apologize that my demeanor is not as comforting as hers. There's a reason that she is the face of the testing facility, and I work in a lab. I don't usually need to worry about my bedside, nor do I usually need to worry about chatty subjects. That'll do. Alright. Let me just tighten your restraints. No, I don't think that you'll be needing to get away. But there's always a danger of convulsion or sudden paranoia or hulking out. You know, those are the kinds of things we need to watch out for. I need to take a few notes. Would you please rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how healthy you feel today? All right. I'll make the note of that. If you could rate for me on a scale of 1 to 10, how willful do you think you are as a person? I know it's an odd question, but that paper you signed before you came in here said that you were willing to answer any and all questions pertaining to the experiment. In a number between 1 to 10, how defiant to authority figures are you? All right. No, I think you'll make an excellent subject for this particular experiment. All right. I'm going to be placing some cold metallic things in your ears. Where are they? You might feel them move around a little bit. Well, this is JX1720, part of it. The electronic part of the device. This is going to respond to the light signals that I give you and move through your brain. It won't cause any lasting damage. Could you maybe stop asking questions for 5 minutes? Just let me concentrate. Thank you. That wasn't 5 minutes. In case you don't know how to tell time. Dalton may enjoy your inquisitiveness. I, on the other hand, try not to give away company secrets. And so I mostly just find it agitating, because as a scientist, I would love to tell you what this invention does. I invented it. Excuse me. But I am loyal to the Institute. And proprietary information is proprietary information. Something some of us forget on occasion. It's vital that there's two. They meet in the middle. They form the stop. Excruciating. I shouldn't have given Dalton such a long vacation. I could have used her help. I mostly just want to be here to record the results, interpret them. Alright. Each device needs fine-tuning. Before we I'm using another proprietary invention that lets me do minute work on the device that's already in your ear. I would blindfold you, but your head is restrained, so you can't really turn towards me. I apologize if it's ticklish. It's not my intention to make you uncomfortable in any way, despite my demeanor. This one seems almost ready. Don't flinch. Oh, right. You can't. I just had something very sharp in a very sensitive part of your ear. And I don't want to do any damage to the subject as valuable as you are. Or as valuable as you're about to be. appreciated your cooperation in the past, but those were all nothing compared to what you're about to be a part of. Of course, you're still getting paid. Small-minded people. We'll even pay you double, if you'd like. I don't honestly know how the pricing structure works for all these. Dalton and Belinda deal with that. Oh, money doesn't matter. It's one of our mottos here. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Well, we don't pay you more because you don't require it. Here you are, sitting restrained in a stark lab with a strange woman you just met for $200. Well, that's on you. That looks very good. Currently, you should feel the device at your eardrum. It will not breach your eardrum. You will not have... Just checking it. Don't worry, you will not have a tear in your eardrum. It should be able to go through without doing any damage. It will feel strange. But your brain doesn't really have any nerves. So when it gets through there, you shouldn't feel it anymore. You might hear it. One moment. Those were just standard questions. Nothing to worry about. You are awfully skeptical for somebody who said they got a 3 on defiance level. All right, we're ready for the next part. It is vital. Where is my device? Where on earth did I set that? The disorganization of this lab is trying at best. No, I don't normally come up to the test rooms. The lab is far better. Anyways, there we are. There we are. It is vital that you follow this light with the eye that I tell you to. Alright? This one is your left, this one is your right, in case you don't know.
follow with your left. Do you feel anything? Alright. Hasn't made it through the eardrum yet. Right? Left. Please let me know as soon as you no longer feel anything. You might hear something, but you shouldn't feel it. Right. Excellent. Moving on to step 2. Lose a little bit of vision, but this allows me to see the signature of JX 1720 to make sure that it's moving to the right location. But because we haven't made one of these for over glasses, which is ridiculous because 80% of the doctors here have glasses. You don't need to follow anymore. That was just to get through the eardrum. You can if you want. All right. It's just a message to the device. Well, I don't expect you to understand it. You are not JX 1720. They're almost there. Almost where they're supposed to be. That looks about right. One moment. Let me just turn something on. How do you feel? Finally quiet. Lord, absolutely incessant.
believe Dalton can stand talking to these people.
Belinda? Yes, 18 is non-responsive and ready to be carted away. Yes, it went very well. Excellent.